No, not that.
It has spear in it.
Later.
Okay? Hey, somebody tell me.
Oh, we ain't getting that video.
Want your tie?
Jesus was
Anybody?
poked with it.
Okay, what does the spear have to do with Easter? Huh? I can't hear you, huh? No. We should be good on. What's the spear?
Jesus was poked with them.
Jesus what?
Jesus was poked with the spears.
Was stabbed with a spear. And why was he stabbed? Does anybody know?
Because they wanted to kill him.
Actually, no. But it's
No.
close.
Yeah.
The
To check for
tradition
water.
that day was to go around when they hung people on the cross, was to stab them with a spear to make sure they were dead. Because if you weren't dead, you'd go like that, wouldn't you? But to make sure they were dead. That's why they were stabbed with the spears. But that had to do with Jesus' death. Okay? Put them over there for now, so I won't read it. Okay. Come on, you need to know. And I'm going to get the kids back there too. Okay, pick an egg. Yellow. Okay, I need it. I can open it. Now you get 3 pieces of candy. Okay. Okay. These are nails. They're made into a cross. But what's the nail have to do with Christmas, Easter, Christmas? Easter. Yes, Nikita. What's the nail have to do with?
Jesus was put on the cross
By what?
by
The nails.
Yeah, by the nails.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're made into a cross, but there was a little bunch of nails here. And when they nailed him to the cross, remember that saying? They nailed him to the cross. And that's what that represents. When they took Jesus, they laid him down on this huge cross and they nailed him. I know it sounds gross, but that's what they did. But if he didn't do that, we would not be saved today. Okay, let's go with that little boy right there with a tie on. What's his name?
Daniel.
Daniel. Come on up, Daniel. Oh, look at him. You know, handsome and everything. You're looking good, buddy. Look at that. Whoa, that's the way they used to do it in the old days. All dressed up. I like that.
Bless you.
Okay, Daniel, let's see what's in it. I like your name too, by the way. That's a good Bible name. It's a whip. It's supposed to be a piece of leather. Okay, why don't you go ahead and get me a piece of candy out of there for yourself. Okay, piece of leather would be a whip. What do they use a whip for? To beat them. You know when? Actually, through almost the whole thing. They use them for a whip, just about everything. To get them in front of Pilate, take them from Herod, take them back to Pilate. They whip them the whole way. They whip them going up the hill, going in the streets with the cross, up the hill with the cross. And when they stopped whipping them, when they put him on the cross. So he's whipped the whole way. He was beaten the whole way to his death. The whole way to his death. For us. That little boy right next to you, what's his name?
Robert.
Come on up, Robert. Come on up here, buddy. I can't see, but is there any kids right behind?
No, there's no kids right there.
Okay, huh?
There's no one there.
Okay. I couldn't see. I didn't know if there's any kids. Here, Robert, pick an egg. Any egg. Any egg. I'm messing with you, Robert. Blue? Okay. You get nothing. Get 3 pieces of candy, buddy. 3 pieces of candy. There's nothing in here.
He's risen.
What's that got to do with Easter?
He's risen.
Wait a minute.
Empty.
Not you, no more. You answer them all.
Empty
Anybody
tomb.
else? What's empty have to do with
Empty tomb.
Easter? Okay, that's good. You have seen. You get 3 pieces. You know this answer? What empty means? No. Okay. Grab a seat. What's it mean? He arose. Empty what? Come on, tell me. There was an empty tomb. That's right. He was put in there on Good Friday, and he arose Easter morning, what we call Easter morning. He arose from the empty tomb.
JT, sit down.
Oh no, I forgot. We can do her too. You want to just? I'll just do one for her. And then, okay.
What about me?
Who did I forget? Nikita, did I get you yet?
No.
Did I get you yet?
No. You didn't
No.
get Dorothy.
Didn't
You
get a little bit Dorothy.
You didn't get Elizabeth yet neither.
You didn't get 4 people.
All right, Dorothy, come on up here.
Dorothy, you got
I forgot. I got these two. Okay. We got plenty, ain't we? You go sit down, you.
I know, he
JT,
says.
sit down.
Well, if you know, then do it.
Hey, what's this, Dorothy? A rock. You get 3 pieces.
JT, sit.
A rock. What's a rock or stone have to do with Easter? That's right. In them days, they didn't have doors and hinges on rocks. They had big stones, and they would roll a stone over in front of the tomb so no one could get in. Right? So this represents the stone that they put in front of the tomb and no one could get in. Right? And that's important. The reason I say it's important, because they put 2 guards on the outside. And when they woke up, when it was in the morning, the guards were still there, but the stone was rolled away. That means only God could have taken them. Okay? Only God could have taken them. Okay.
Little bit.
Hey, you.
Not that one.
Nice collar.
Not that one?
I'm just teasing her.
You got a donkey. Go have a seat. Have a seat. What's the donkey for? He rode in on a donkey.
Nice.
What day did he ride in on a donkey? No, not Easter.
Dorothy.
Well, not St. Patrick's Day.
Who said St. Patty's Day?
Not St. Patrick's Day.
Dorothy,
He rode in it.
Palm Sunday.
Could you grab him? Where's he at? He went somewhere.
Jay, grab him.
On Palm Sunday, you remember when Jesus told, just get 3, please. Thank you. On Palm Sunday, he rode into the city of Jerusalem on a donkey. Okay, Vivienne. Pink.
What?
Money.
Money.
Actually, it's fake. It's fake money, but go ahead. 3 pieces of silver. What's that represent?
Judas.
We'll say 30 pieces of silver.
Judas.
All right.
He's good with paper here.
All right, go ahead.
It's given to Judas because Judas betrayed Jesus.
You got it. It was given to Judas because he betrayed Jesus. How did he betray him?
By kissing him.
Yeah, that's right. First of all, he led them to where he was. They didn't know where he was. He led them to
Garden.
what was it?
Garden. The garden.
Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus was what?
Praying.
Praying to God with his disciples, except for Judas. He brought him. He said, "Now," and at that time they really don't know what he looked like.
What are you doing?
He said, "I'll kiss him to let you know who he is." So he walked up and kissed Jesus, and then they knew who he was, and they took him from there.
Where are you going?
Major.
What's that? Yeah, I'm
Oh, okay.
here, but I'm going to stop and do a couple things before we get to Nikita.
You found what you brought?
Come right back. Let me right away. Okay, Nikita. you got here? Oh. No, hold on. A dice. Oh, what's dice for? What do you do with dice now? You gamble with dice, don't you? What's that got to do with the Easter story, gambling?
Because they gambled for his clothes.
They what?
Robe.
They gambled for his robe and.
They gambled for his clothes. Like he was just some
his
common
garments.
criminal. Didn't they? That's an insult. That's an insult. Instead of giving the clothes back to his family or friend, they gambled them away. That's what they did with prisoners back then. They didn't care about the prisoners. They were like dirt to them. That's what they did. It quickly gets three. Don't dig, dig, dig. There we go. Appreciate that.
Elizabeth did.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
One more here. One more child. What's her name again?
Or Danielle.
Danielle. Danielle can't come up here, so I'm gonna pick it for her. Come and get 3 pieces of candy.
Dorothy, go.
Ah, what's this? Crown of thorns.
Is that a lollipop?
Anybody know
You get a
what
lollipop in
they
there.
did with that? George?
They put it on his head.
They put it on his. Why did they put a crown of thorns on his head? Why? You know why? Anybody know why? Why, Nikita?
Because he was like, he had to carry it, and because he said he was the king of Jews, they made it out of thorns.
You're exactly right. You're right, because he said he was, and he was, the king of the Jews, but they didn't do it because they honored him. They did it because they were making fun and they dishonored him. And instead of putting him a real crown on his head, they took a crown of thorns. Anybody see what thorns look like? If you get the real big ones, they're like this thick, this long, very, very sharp. They didn't just set it on his head, they pushed it on his head. And it made him bleed all over. Okay? So yes, they gave him a crown, but it was a crown of shame. That they were trying to shame Jesus. Make fun of him. Jesus did not die a glorious death on human point. But it was glorious on Sunday morning. Why?
Because he rose.
Because he arose, exactly. Are we ready, girls? Okay.
Finally.
All right, where's the bags at? Where's
All
the-
right.